eno ewo Winneba nyansapo enso ewo atoye emantemum abawa radio amansan FM WBLS kanawu edikanfo wonmo enyina efa kase ebi ewo internet ne so www.omanfm1071.com kase no enam ehonom enyina enyima kuo bi edwon sika eso kase asene yakuya nimu no meda wonmo edi atrewo na onso watumi akọ na oni wo akọ akwakodi edwam na abusia kase yankonkonkom ne nyina na eye wo ho etifo adwen chebe kase na wona bibia ntumi ewie emo edin fa 0248 085485 eno eye WhatsApp voice note ana wode ebeba 0248 085485 afi uko Facebook nso a ye stream live na wode kwadwen kire no ede ato na makan kama etume ede ama working camp nwumre no eye me nana kwesi ampofo awie adesima ma yengumia na nyemre na entie kase no enchechire mo Yes, kase no ase na asen central mrashi bedwani ononyafo Kennedy wahene Japan eyade a enede okopie mo ekoforidua eye epue emantem ahin kromo ICDC na okoye na chese woni emebunu anesefo enum eni asukufo ana ekodi ehyiamu na okoye no eyade a ekotu wonom efo papa SM ewiase no emfa ho eni bia yewo etoye se eyade a wodi ensiyo esi wani so na wodi enwumasua eka ho am eno ebetumi aboa papa ema bia opese ukodu ewo abrabo mu ebia no watumi akwakodu na wode wono akasa na abrabo eye emfato ho se wono eyade a wamfa no tototo kra watese edurumre bi no se obehye empaboa kra no na edin wodi mfisha beye edunsia ansa na wotumi enya shoe aye empaboa ashem afi ebra woba beko eye entoaso suku SHS no na se ne ye use fork ene knife krampo no na wonimo eye na so ne nyina emu no mia nani na osua ade ene yehwe bebia wadu na yentie senia wode nsem no etudwa.
Be a game changer. From today, say to yourself, I'm going to do more than Kenya Japan. And trust me, with determination, you do more than Kenya Japan. I'm here to impart knowledge and experience into you so that you realize that you are not alone. You are not the first person born in that village. People have gone through it. But with determination, they have made it. So please, don't lose hope. Don't look at your friend's chop box and see all the provisions that you don't have. Mena me chigari, okay, me nyonku jima, or the gale whole pillowcase, or the free search dumasi. Mention free in graba, nam the provisions in the shito is the limit. Irrespective of where you come from. If you want to turn your life around, you can do it. Anybody who depends solely on government for his success will fail. Why you are going to fail is that, look, everybody in this room expects that government to do something for him or her. How can government satisfy all your needs? It is not possible. So take your destiny into your own hands. Say to yourself, whether government assistance or no government assistance, whether my parents can afford to pay my school fees or not, I will go and sell on the street and get money to go and pay my school fees. You hawk on the street. I was hawking on the street. Yes, pick a chocolate, that yes, wrong. Here, up to. Yeah, you see the lady is laughing at me, but it's a true case. I was hawking on the street. Yes, pick a chocolate, that yes, wrong. I made the hotels. You see, that is where I build that business sense. Trained in that, I go around hawking on the street, some hotels. I remember Princeway Hotel in Circle. You know, we go there in the night. They had the blue lights. So we are calling a chick. My brother back home because my warning said we shouldn't come there. You're being in the chick is a corner. That's when I go to, yes, pick a chocolate. You know. It was so irritating. You know, I'd be afraid of us succeeding or they were invited to crowd on play. One day, Paul Bepri, you know, on the Kosha corner. Now, almost blue lights be and a yellow. Yes, you are. Yes, pick a chocolate, tetra, now that yes, wrong. That's all, dear. But here we are today. My graduating from hawking on the streets. memfere adwuma bi ameye. And then I'm also employing people. And I keep on working. I don't sleep. You call way fear, way of a fear, you call way of a fear. Obia sheshu, me go am shay. Aduane ya kodi dwa me ne me enu nko anati ne akodi dwa. Am tu aduane ne go street so. Nem dwane. Me boku be 2 weeks. Enti ya dada mi ama am ko fie o ti mi beat. No de me nyama go rubber bag mu. No de me tena fosu to Kumasi car near friend Blue Boy. No de me tena Blue Boy mi near de me ko fosu. E ko no me ma mi nua na me ma mi won cry. Na me ma mi nua no wo hwe. Me ntade na achechire na emu bon. No sa odi abufu achechire na odi me see tray mu. From Fosu to Accra. Ti me ma mi hu me no. Akasem ni nyina achire no. No be some say e dey nampe. Nam si me peshu. Across the street Okanshi. Sika ofie shop no sa na e frɛ no. E friend sika ofie. Oko wa no koto shoe man. This time I make sure I wear good shoes, baby. Very good shoes. Say we are shem Hemi slippers, the shemino. You would think it's ordinary slippers. You go and ask the price. Because to try a bore me and son, you didn't do dumping. And then we told you, I make sure I buy a good shoe for myself. You know, at age 16, I'm in share shoe that. You know, my mini said, Mr. Shoe. One more year, we have shoes. Oh, sandals here. That's my situation today, no, far better than what I went through. It simply means you can do better than Japan.
We asin central Entrepreneurship bidwani ononyafo Kennedy wahene Japan ana motene nkano na wamano anso hwa wo kyesem ene no eyade a entrepreneurship eno ana ewiase nyina eko ene ntino enyese bia wo beko suku nko na wo de tai etin omrase no eno ana bete se obeyeye wo kyese ebia obehu na obi e de tai etim ne mrase enso wobewe no sika bosome waje no kuma bi wo hu obi so e carpentani anase mason ni a wo mu no enso sa nipa no sika wonya ne dako no woka enye asamketo akra eno nti no otu emabunu no enso efo se wono ema womo eni emre se womo ankasa ebetumi ayi womo nyuma
you that makes 7,500 a month take home. But when you put on your tie and your suit and you see a carpenter or a plumber with some dirty clothes, you disrespect him. Afraid you're making a mistake. The artisans, they make good money. Focus on the plumbers and the carpenters and leave the graduates to, business. We need more entrepreneurs than politicians. For Ghana to move forward, we need more entrepreneurs than the politicians. Because if I set up a business and employ 20 people, ask yourself, how many politicians can employ 20 people? Now, I've seen your MP, but he's not only an MP, but also a businessman, because I entered his studio and at a glimpse, I could count about 12 people. He has created employment for 12 people. It shifts him straight away from a politician to a businessman.
We ononyafo Kennedy wahene Japan wono ana motene nkano. Na yeto akase no eso a na yekọ ononyafo Kenneth na ya kuntunkrunkro foriata omenfo to samfo ene no. Wono enso etesem enipa bebre wono eteya eni Ken Foriata ana wote se debi edi Foriata mote no eyade a wono enso no wo bre ye papa na ene na eyade a National Youth Authority na wono eye dwumadie kase bi ewo enkrapoponi emantem ha ana no so womo eto ensa ede efre no ema okokasa ewo dwumadie no asin na dwumadie no enya no eyade a na ehwese youth agencies ahodo ya eno ewo omen emu no NEP National Services for eka ho Youth Employment Agency afi NABCO NABCO for ana scholarship secretariat na wɔn mo nyinaa ɛka ho a wɔn mo edi saa dwuma yi na wɔn mo ahwɛ ɛkwan kwa wɔn mo nyinaa ebetumi akɔ platform baako so na wɔn mo etumi ahwɛ ɛmo dwumadi a wɔn mo edie no bibia etumi akɔ enkan ɛhɔ ana to nsa ɛde ɛfrɛ ɔmɛfo to sanfo ononyafo Kenneth na ya kontunkrokro foriata ana kasa wɔ hɔ no a wɔn nso ɛkyɛ sɛ ofri abrabo ase no na ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa kora wɔtɛ sɛ ebekɔ nsuo ɛbɛtoto bɔɔde dwo ɛde ahyɛ yɛbɔtɔm yɛbɛnante ɛde akɔ sukuu ɛyade a ne nyinaa no wayɛ bi ɛda na yɛntie sɛnea wɔn nso esi ɛde nafutuo no ɛde ɛma yɛ na wɔde ɛto ɛmɛbunu nyinaa anim ɛsɛ wɔn mo ɛnso ɛntɔ ɛnkɔ so na ɛmfa ho ɛne baabi a wɔn mo efiri wɔn mo ɛde nsiyɔ ana afei adesua ɛde ɛka wɔn ɛho a ɛyade a wɔn ebetumi akɔkɔdu baabi a wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn ɛkɔ bia ne na wɔkyɛ sɛ wɔhwɛ Ghana man panin Excellency Nadanko Akufo Addo sɛ esi na ne so sɛ human capital enipa nyinaa ne titiri ɛmɛbunu wɔn mo ebetumi akɔ school no wɔkyɛ sɛ ɛno ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ehia yie papapapapa ɛno enti ana ɛsɛ Ghana nyinaa free SHS no obia etumi esom bi na wɔkyɛ sɛ wɔhwɛ aman bi ɛte sɛ Singapore no ɛne adeɛ a wɔn mo ɛni oil ana wɔn mo ɛni gold nanso no wɔn human capital ya wɔn mo ɛwɔ no ɛne ɛtumi aboa wɔn ɛma yɛhwɛ baabi a wɔn mo ɛman no akɔakɔdu yɛntie sɛ nea wɔn nso ɛna brabɔ mu ɛnsɛm no bi ɛto edwa.
And that for us then represents our future beyond, our gold and oil and all of that. I don't think Singapore has any gold or oil or anything. That's always been about people. And I think if you, when the President Akufo Addo's government came into power, for a center-right party, market-oriented, you would always imagine that here we go straight to businesses and have, business dominance and that's it. But he had very, very clear understanding that our greatest capital is our human capital. And therefore, even as the opposition insisted that we cannot do this pre-senior high school program, he was very clear that that was the best investment for us. And so we put the resources into that bank to be an investment bank. But what resources did we have? And therefore, imagine coming from Wall Street, getting to Ghana, and you claim you want to start an investment bank with very little resources, and you find a little room in Cantamanto where your cousin has a construction company, and you say, this is my passion, this is what I want to do, so can you give me one room? And then 30 years later, you are what you are. And people think, oh, this is silver spoon fed, and he started from the top and that's all. But the truth of the matter is that it was from Cantamanto in a small room to say that this is what we want to do. I got very excited about it and built it. Anticipation of the name, there was no time to get into this area to be supported by government. But what is it that you had in you that said, this is my country, I'm not going to be moved out of it, this is the skill set I want, I have, and I must live before I go. And that, for us, then represents our
we ononyafo Kenneth na ya kuntunkuko foriata na motene nka no ene no na emu twitwitwitwi momfa nche na wochese ne nyina emu no na afi obepie mu adumbi edum no obepie mu ewo man emu efrabro chire bai na opese obeye business no eno so frase no na nya sanketo akra edankra ba akopɛ ana odi frase ewo Cantamanto ya ene no 1990 ana ofrase ochese obae na business environment no na enye kura na eso frisia aduasanie ene yemfe baabi a wadu na obi ho no ma no onim enti osore na woka wonu se bia kenoforiata wo free ya ana obeye kenoforiata osi entisa.
Imagine coming from Wall Street, getting to Ghana, and you claim you want to start an investment bank with very little resources, and you find a little room in Cantamanto where your cousin has a construction company, and you say, this is my passion, this is what I want to do, so can you give me one room? And then 30 years later, you are what you are. And people think, oh, this is silver spoon-fed, and they started from the top and that's what happened. But the truth of the matter is that it was from Kantamanto in a small room to say that this is what we want to do. I got very excited about it and built it up,
Ono nyafo kane nana ya kuntun kuku ne kwakwa mu no ochese ni nyina emu no na afi owieye no wokotro ensohwe ewo achimota ebaya na eno nso wa feli ne papa se ene obeye me driver enti na afi ne papa ka wona no drobania na otwi no yenti se ne no so ka no
was just so giddy and happy that I completely failed my A-levels. And my dad said, "Well, really? So why don't you drive me around?" That's all, because as far as he was concerned, you had the capacity and you had messed up. So I drove Dad around for a while, but then he was the parliamentarian for Bedrock at that time. That's Mantiako, which is now going to. And so then what happens? So for about a year, whilst I'm trying to do my A-levels again, teaching at the Accra Academy, math, and then sitting in the balcony of Parliament, just listening and seeing these politicians, not knowing I was going to need it. So the first time that I was reading the budget, I'm like, wow. And so the Lord has moved this chess piece ages ago. There was that sitting in the balcony, and there was me there, and he had also been Deputy Minister of Finance.
To what you say, waka we nyina na wadi etu emebunu no efo ese emfa ho ene baabi a wonom efri bia no enda so ewo ho ema wonom ewo abrabom na dwumadie ya wonom ediye National Youth Authority dwumadie a womo ediye na eno eye consultative breakfast meeting ya eno ekoso ewo nkapoponi emantem ha no CEO ya wono ana National Youth Authority oda ano eye yewura Pius enam hagide wono enso ene omankase edi enkomo ema wochechem botai titiunti a wonom edidi eye sa dwumadie no
for Minister for Youth and Sports, Minister for Finance, Minister for Public Sector, any Minister for Employment, my boy Chidom. Penny, I say, Yafre, Juma Kwahudwa, Ye Juma, Efa, Mebunu, Ye Diani Mokanko, Yadosu Pay, National Service Kahun, NEIP Kahun, YE Ekahun, NAELP Ekahun. Yadosu bebre na danko akufado ne MPP aban ebaye no emebunu ediye papa ohwe efri suku ko free SHS yaba adwumasem a na eni ho ayedi na ko aba ayafa nkofo bebre kwa wa aban dwuma mu eni titru ankwankwa dwuma entrepreneurship a sesia no yenyina age atomu se enu ene ye ade a ebeso sa ohaw na no Usheni ayeye NEIP4 omaye ebo emma jetre ebo emebunu bibrechi domo monska se omfanye business usheni you start eba beye anipa 1 million ebenya adwuma over the next 3 years ya 11 adaroma yebenya beye 10 billion na ye de aye you start na ye dwuma no ekoso bebre pa ewo mabenu afemu bia ope asem efa emebunu ensem ho yemam no oba ye ho a enu ane se waba NYE enu ane se waba waye waba NEIP because bibia omo ye bia no womo ebe omo di bedan ye enti yeso ebetumi abo ho dero enti no yade a ye kama papa ye da omasi agency heads ni nyina ye da omasi papa bibia ye duru sesi aye ka se emebunu best times in the history of this country, the best times to be youth have been now. No, young agency heads no, and now Mujuma Ding and a dear Cobebia, a Yabedri Domasi. You send him say you call your name no, Brown, yes, sir, in Shemway.
Pius enam hagide CEO Edman National Youth Authority wono ana mote nenkano na yeto akase no esoam na Northtown emra se bedwani Samuel Okudjato abrakwa eyade a ene da ne da na wokasa edifa mampeni His Excellency Nadanko Akufo-Addo akwantuo ya wotu ene ewiemusen ya wode ekrohom na eno ana sin central mra se bedwani ononyamfo Kennedy wohene Japan wono nso echesen Samuel Okudjato abrakwa ne personal travels any special flight abandada no epenso NDC penso na wono enso edidi etwentwe no na enye asamketo akra na ade a Asense Entrepreneurship dwani ononyafo Kennedy wohene Japan ene obutantim kwamra kwache ya wono ana boiling point wodi ho etiamehene wono no edi sa enkomo no ewo boiling point so ana sa ensem no enna no wotumi eda na di na yentie se ne enkomo twetwe no ekoy
in Accra again November 24th about 16th he traveled again November 24th arrived December 2nd 2009 February 15th 2010 he departed and he came back February 17th special flight Ogujato, what is special flight? I want to know. Special flight is here. Then March, okay, February, about 17th. February 15th arrived. February 17th. March 7th, Ogujato left the country again with EK 782, which is Emirates. And he left March 7th. And about March 11th with the EK 781. No, the 782. No, the 781. Eba. March, no. Okujato, May 26th. He left KQ 5593 airline, no, flight number. May 26th. No, about June 1st. About June 1st, now June 12th. He left VK 800. Actually unknown. Any unknown in the also. Private jet. Unknown to me the private jet. Deputy minister and the private jet in Tukwan. This is also diplomatic passport no coin, which means no a minister, deputy minister. Now we are deputy minister travels or yeah. Now or no ekufuado toilet krana or the abegina Oko June 12th, no bar June 13th, July 1st, 2010. No departing special flight. I know the and July 18th. And also EK 782. We are no Sako BM of July 18th and about July 28th. September 10th, 2010. And also Odipati Accra VW3 308 Accra, Lagos. So Ask I don't know. The sound will be. No baby, London, there you know.
Omanfm.
Okay, Deputy Minister. So on TSS, a sitting president. It me too quite. Over September 12, 2010. Or the W3 302. Banju. September 18th, 2010. Dara for Mutie, Okuja to a black one. Travels on Noya, we are no Obakanku for Deputy Minister. 2010, September 18th. And Oba, September 30th, 2010. No call, January 9th, 2011. And Oba, January 23rd, 2011. And what the UA, Echo. January 9th, 2011, UA. Ready? January 23rd, 2011, UA 990. Then, March 25th, 2011, DA. And about March 30th. No, September 13th, 2011, KQ 502. About September 25th, 2011. Iwa kopim 2013.
We enkomotwetwe ya ononyafo Kennedy wohene Japan ene obutantim of akwabena kwache wanamo adwetwe ye boiling point so ani abomu ama motumi atibie na se ewura Samuel Okujato abrakwa wono enso atu kwan papa ya ne nyina no Ghana fo sika bia ana chese wode ekoye na yeto akase no eso a Forbes Monaco wono international body na ade a official no omo partner Ghana Gold Expo Aron Global na wono ede abasobode bi esese so ya eno Conservation Mines and Reclamation Awards 2022 na eno anenam so Emma Professor Richard Kwesi Amankwa ya wono eye Vice Chancellor University of Mines and Technology wono etumi abona baso ama no lifetime gold legend na eno ana Vice Chancellor wode award no ekopie mo ewo Omanfm dada John Ajekunkufuo ena so isa se wono eye Chancellor ewo suapon no emo na okoye no eyade a Omanfm dada John Ajekunkufuo eka se neni agye papa na empo no eyade a Professor Richard Kwesi Amankwa woni dada enitina onya embeye Vice Chancellor no kra no no nim so be Vice Chancellor obebodwuma pa
was a body at the Ama Vice Chancellor University of Mines and Technology Professor Amankwa enam ninim de ni dwuma pa wadi ansa kra no be Vice Chancellor na dwuma no train scientist ni ade anu aye no di bo ma and yes, because Forbes, but them with the America that did Forbes one of these was body and a man. Would be and can go to a Vice Chancellor of University of Mines and Technology. A year man, a year my university, a year Ghana, Nayan to town to a Chancellor, Chairman of University Council, young students, young man. Na the Americans and the university and students no also be nemo o ma be ni papa na se ne one by no also se ni modern bo research output ni ade man le afrano gold legend mining companies in Asia ni afrano se they about gold edi man no say 99.999%. Media market say 100%. Media man. I mean, say enkunitri. Nemo mebeshe ni kwine. No ya juma no more. What it in koda ni yanya ni bia 450 so no. Ne dia boa. Ama Ghana dia ba kwine ya me di chen pa ni gold. But sabi yet gold so. Didn't kwa nanka gold cost. And so here this said, therefore, to say Vice Chancellor, one in the University for a boy gave Mukwanya, the Bafuswa, Sad, Yamiacha, dear, gold or Yamamano. Now you go to Nuswa, and Fasuano, you don't know Abeka Ganamanta. As you be the galam say by Sabim Ranton in Kitesia, the Kwasham and Mua Kuku Kutuadina. Fasono na kodi aho bia omu di machines kakra di buy maybe o mama odi ko bi dollars kakra na akoda dollar gold ni na no mas smuggle no mo na fasono kodi ba bi ya na yete ya ese discuss on ne ya ni said ni dia 47 Vice Chancellor no Japan my leadership na promotion ni a bank kasa na bank policies ni ade na yehye ma pai na tin kasa anya police fonko ana soldier fonko na se bo gold my man na fear him for kwa mrant na ade nam sem faso no ya to said ni do no na ka nti sa dia chef profon say
we Omanfm dada John Ajekunkufuo wono ana mote ne nkanon yeto akase no eso na yekọ akokopie mo ewo asante emantemo na asante wantempo si ana wonomo ebo amane esen wonomo atumi akire enipa bi na enipa no bone a na dwumadie ya wonomo ewo mpotem ho a womo edia enesen wonomo ayo ho esen brana metumi aboa ema wanya sika na chese ni nyina emu so no na womo ede jejeje amanfo sika eno anenam so ema nas police command no wonomo atumi asosa enipa no emu na asemi emu enche mu akasa de no betumi ede ama yeye no manbofo Richard Mensan ye wotumi dwuma ewo Ash FM Richard aba ahmano eso enti ene Richard enkodi enkomo na asem no womum ye ankasa emfa ema Richard wotumi nka edomo etio eba ne sen
na wazimi da se sɛ wɔre kan dia tuja no sato penete bremu a wiase yɛ din ama wiase na ɛho kyire wo manfo bi afa koti kwan so a meno ka sɛ wonam so no mu di gu ɛyɛ dodo no a o pie mu yɛ asante mantemo enti bia na ɛnene na mofro de ku pie mu kwara so a ɛsɛ nkrofo bi abɛhyɛ ho no mu a mu yɛ sɛ skabra na sɛ o diskaba o bɛbɔ ska ho de amawo na o mu de kwakoya adwuma tim ska no meba no I say sika no aye kesi apanta manfo na afi so ama no po sika do mo ano wa si ebo amane se de ekoso o ya asantemantem no omo nsanim enti wo a wo ho kwa kwose mu bia no se omo kokodi mu a wan kasa wasem eno ko wote dai na Ken University police a wo ho wo mo amom so a wo mo akwa kwase nkofo makomako enumu a wo wote wo mu ahoma so high tension ani nyina wo for comment ni mu na ni nyima mo djumadi a o mo sese wo no mu dia se ye from se Kionet na sa Kionet o mo sese se wo di sika ba a sika ye se 5,000 Ghana cedis na wo dey be registration in so the 5,000 be registration no na so ni fi ho ko no wo dey wo hia na se wo be registration no na se wo dey o mo di sika no ye adwuma na ho mfa so be ba no na wo no mu dia ma aposi for chese wo mo tete ama manfo so ababaye complaints ahodo no a se enkrofo yi agi omu sika no a na afi de kokoba ne se wo mo ye mo e konebra santi sika no mo be kono omu sika no omu nya na back emfaso so hunkope no so no omu san so enya mfaso no eno mo ne aposi for Ken West for ekoko pie omu e wo ye anwoma so high tension no e for recruitment no mu a omu ko e no asese mrante kwa makomako enum nipa num na num ho na nipa num no ha ambofo se hu nipa num no pa hu nipa num ni pa na wono mu shu na face na hwe omu charges a na chese asem na kwakwa wo sem se wono matimi abu nipa makomako aduonum 50 a wono mu nyina atimi atua sika abro be se 5,000 ebinum chese wono matua 6,000 binum kura chese wono matimi atua 10,000 a nyina se se wokokotua na so masan so aka kire wo se enche bia no omu de sika na kwakwa agreement ho banti complaints no by night aposi for say also mutu ho na mo ko no na mpa e wokoko je dan a full house ena nipa good dan mu no ono mo ye adunum 50 ena good dan mu chese sankrofo yi azije mo nsam sika chese wono mo kwakwa sika na kwakwa ye adwuma na pe mo de ho mfaso de abrɛ mu eno ena aposi for chese omkoko pie mu no wono ma chese sankrofo no mu a wono mo da sa adwuma ko e friends Kionet na no de wono ma che mu na mo adunum a wo ho no chese wono mo nyina esika o sankrofo ho no mu a nkrofo ya bu fam na de mo ye ne se wono ma je usika na wie no wo ma wo mpie nkwa abonten wo dan wo fie ho no mu a na se obedidi o obanum obehyew ni nyina fi ho ni nyina ne se so ma okwa ma okwa abonten a ye se wo de dede no na se dero no be kwa abonten se na nkrofo bi o ase o mo ye nti wono ma kampu ni padunum ni nyina a se fie ba ko mu a wono no ebu do na aso eba ena be hu na bia we di so aba police station e se na we di so aba ni nyina se Kionet foi afa koti kwan so wono e ejum sara no ka se de asem no afa kopi Kumasi Ken University on police station a me no ka se wono edi na no mu na e bopine police commander ho Superintendent Frederick Hammond na e bisa Mr Hammond se bisa Hammond da wo be pie mu no sen na complaint nti no mu hye se o eno pa do no na abakono mu no mu de mu ba omu de education no mu se omu enhye aban ase omu nhye Bank of Ghana ase nti se wo sika ba de a na se no wo sika ba se bia wo de kwa akoto chacha ye diwa wafa na mu nya ho de dia wafa nti se abra no ka se de omu yakoko pie mu o ye tech police station a omu se nipa no mu de ye process mu nyina de o makoko se de be ya emra no enu mu ebedi ne pepepe
mu ene wa man bo Richard Mensa eye yaman bofo Asante Wantemo ana wodini juma HFM ana motese wade amanie yi eda yen na yensan emra enkrambupuni emantem ha ene eyade a ensuo no atoyie papa na eno ana amanie etese kopie mo ewo kaso atobutu enne mpotemu a hono so na enye asamketo akwa na yaman bofo Isaac Mensa eyade a ono enso ene na owo krompa eno entinu yanko ahmaso na yane Isaac Mensa enkodi enkomo na yanhwe emiamia bi a wo faaye ifra no pa na ebesi sesemre na sen anana situation no esi ete Isaac wotem nka majo
nini amejo so
yo yanhwe enne hina wode wani efaaye ebra na ensuo no eto no na wokọ ene den na hoin
yo medase sede awia no yedi kan ma tiefo asote no and then Subrania James towo enkrani improve term no as beginning you know ya fa SCC kaso antompon so na ble ko do SCC no na nyam yanim den papa hello baby am gina so me radio na wonu say so man Media, maybe Oman FM. Into Yadia, we be in the radio crowd, baby cry. I'm say, source be our hanging out, move to Oman FM. She said, what is a radio bear me, and I say, Anna, me man.
Yo, Richard, any young queen.
Promise, when you are, me say, move to Oman FM. Now, I said, I met was no, so no, it taught you, no, yeah, the manager, baby, from Brock Factory. The room called baby a Christian Methodist school no a warning in a the cock could do or not. In fact, Oman, I am son of Panodica Pico, do any idea. And so, woman, so we round there more. Yeah, chair and Oman could do a more quiet, no, I want to me in Enco, adding. Something I free, sir, Brock Factory Hall. Now do any each more, Westers more, a chill while Bessie baby. China more na just a hot year, Nico Crano, Edin, Sibia, Ubi and Suni Tona, only fear, and I say, we're here all ban on you want to meet Emma and I go carbon so the Kuni Fedia, a bed in far Amano, or the at a chepa, and I need a crown so Obecum no, so in 3 years, no better no maybe a far no man so better no so no, in idea music in so ever safer. Now, Brantia Bakwana, dear Ara, Jose. Or say, Wababi a power and cry, na when you be cacra, or to be at to horse at the way of the Bukun room. Or say, first, no, pure water, or 4 hot tongue. Now, what cheating and sick, ever Danny do the yan or Pacoto, or no Casacoto and Fisa say, or no other fight in Suni be now a ye idiot goon, no what tongue. A yen name no cassa in Suno, a toy, no, or the Fisa could see will be contained and be a bank home. And so no action contain any.
Hello, Isaac. Hello. Okay. Yanti Isaac in Caneso say asem no nyina ana Isaac ede adan no efa ene nsuo ya etoye ewo enkran pomponi emantem no emom. Yatu akase no eso na mampani abedi eche excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eyadiam enra wono enso test confor won edwumadie ya womo ediye okasa wase ana wote sen enipa bebre ebusa ensem enei wohwe eniema eboa esra ana eko wote se ohwe burudobuo ekosro cement buo ekosro sichire buo ekosro bibia ebo ekosro naso mampani abedi eche sen ne nyina emuo no enipa bi ebusa sen wo he ana wo be ya no wo he ana wo be ya no wote se oh obeba no ba be ya no na wono anu yi a wo ba be yi no ense bia ne trimu ebi ana wo bo na wode ababe yi ano ne emom no data ana fi fact ne ekoso no eno eso ana wogina na watumi edi ababe yi ano na no wote se covid-19 eba ye eyade aye nyina yenim ewiase enya no ababe ha adwen ye papa afi Russia and Ukraine wonom entokwa ya wonom eko no eno so eyade a ha adwen ye pa eno enam so ema eni container wokra na se wode ba omen emu a sika ese utua no ewiase adwaman so no wonom apejam ama akosoro ne nyina eho eka ho ebi eno nti ana ama eniamam ebo eyedin esano na yentie sania wosi eka no.
Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic changed the economic circumstances of virtually every country in the world. Today, our economy is witnessing rising prices of fuel and virtually all commodities like bread, rice, sugar, sachet water, cement, iron rods, and so on. From Malata market through Abofor market to Techiman market to Takoradi market circle to Pando and almost everywhere across the country, prices are on the rise. In the first quarter of this year, we have also suffered a sovereign credit ratings downgrade by 2 ratings agencies. And along with that, there has been a significant depreciation of the cedi between February and March this year. These developments, ladies and gentlemen, have come as a surprise to many Ghanaians. And in the ensuing discussions, many questions have been asked about the state of the economy. These questions include: what has happened to the fundamentals? Why are the prices of goods and services increasing so fast? Why has the cedi depreciated so fast this year? Why has the fiscal deficit and the debt stock increased so much? What projects and programs does government have to show for the higher debt? Are the government flagship programs like free SHS the cause of our current economic challenges? How about the promise to move the economy from a focus on taxation to a focus on production? Where is the new economy that government promised to build? How has the government tackled corruption? What has the government done to relieve suffering of Ghanaians? And how is the government solving the current economic challenges? Today, I will address these questions based on data and facts. I will admit where there are challenges, but hopefully we will all leave here with a better understanding of the state of the economy, where we have come from, where we are, and where we are going.
Nano anamampeni abedi etese enam nisa so eye COVID-19 ana afi Ukraine wonomo ensensem no eno ana amafango oko amaman bi eso a ebo nse ne akosoro no wode to Ghana ho a na se Ghana de no eye papa yentie se ne no so kan no.
Countries and economies, I'm looking at inflation now. Countries and economies throughout the world are experiencing severe challenges following the COVID-19 pandemic and the more recent Russia-Ukraine war. The pandemic, which started early in 2020, resulted in the greatest economic depression since the 1930s, with most countries recording negative growth. Supply chain disruptions and the rising price of oil has resulted in the prices of fuel going up across the globe, with petrol prices doubling in most countries. In fact, in the world today, the highest petroleum prices can be found in countries like Hong Kong, the Netherlands, Zimbabwe, Germany, Israel, and the United Kingdom. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, the global average cost of shipping a container has increased from $1,446 in 2019. The global average cost for shipping a container has gone up from $1,446 in December 2019 to $9,789 as at February 2022.
We a mampeni abedi His Excellency Dr. Mamudu Bawumia wono ana mote nenkano. Abusia yemfa yabuafo enkrato emfa enam yewia madwintre ya mode aba e Facebook no yebekin kan kama ede amamo na afi mu voice note no so yabo ede amamo. The Time Center was a home of quality watches. So per watch papa ya ebutwa correct. Ebo nya na kan wakoma mpendo do a ebo a na wape The Time Center wono e watch no ebihwe omo kira kwan e omakola shopping mall phase 2 wono ene law school no Ghana Law School no ana edi enhwenimu na kokoje watch papa. Vigdank Healthcare say ade bi efo apomden ho nsem no bomoden na fa bedan won. Dr. Victor Nanadankwa ene adwuma efo etese debia da wonomo etrase eno enti womo odia enesem obetu anamon na watumi ababe piemu e wonomo asoye na watumi aboa esanse wo kyerese yade no won to be edin enyabi na liver cirrhosis, fatty liver, kidney infections, kidney cyst, stones, hypertension, diabetes, and now they know prostate enlargement, malaria typhoid ana ɛhaw ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ ade a wɔnom ɛsa na hyɛ ne nso sɛ ɛfiri adwada ɛkɔsi memenda bia nso ɛyɛ ade a wɔnom ɛyɛ free hepatitis B screening nti ɛyɛ no wɔatwa firi hɔ wɔatwa de afa hɔ anɔpa nɔnso mpɛ mu ɛkɔsi anwummere 7:30 am ɛkɔsi 5 o'clock pm na wotwa fa hɔ a wɔnom ɛbɛtumi aboa wo yie papaapa. Dependable Herbal Home wanamo ede adomara Mr. ede aba ya eno etide ya de malaria no etu ase papa fever ahomre na ewo so ani nya no ade eboawo adonkwe plus capsules no and mixture no enso ewo a eno no ebia koko ana ehawa wonya bia ebeboa ye papa adom natural man mixture and capsules eno enso eye emema edia ya ema wono etumi dina wona so na womo ekwantenten hwehwe wono echa kwan ebia na wono open dodo pa ana watumi etua Dependable Herbal Home ade omo ewo Madina New Road Greenhouse kaswa nso wono ene Datus International School no ana edi enhwenimu ya ho nyina no obenya bi watumi afre 0242 223555 na wone empedinfo edin komo kise appliances se open kitchen office appliances bia ene enhwebe bia wono eho ana obenya bi se ebia wono TV ana wope ana appliances a wope no wope bibi ti se Samsung Media Nasco Toshiba ade asa balance ni nyana no wono ewo bi ewo flat screen TV wono ewo bi deep freezer air condition washing machine nyana no ade a ebi eho na kise appliances ade ya ofanko barrier wono eben police station no sanso ana enkran abeka free pipe junction free 0555 5 no emiensa 0555 776050 0555 776050 na impedinfo beje so. Ragus Pharmaceutical one more also anomo yekofa by ya highly divergent intimate watch one more akofa ediaba eboa yenu amano ye ngire no ye maame no ye papa eye candidiasis asekeka anasen carbonic enkwa edia wonya bia ebetumi aboa wo ye papa frɛ 0248 707 270 na one empenifo eni komo Lotus Style Massage se wonso bre na wontumi entwetwom kama na ho entumi ensisi wo so body scrub ni na ade a wo ye bi ho foot massage ana wope hot oil massage ni nya no ade a wono ye bi anopa nonkron ekosi anwumre no do 9 am ekosi 10 pm na se wono mo efrase ya womo adwuma womo ewo number 8 Carroll Street East Legon uko Facebook nso a ene Instagram Lotus Style Massage ade a womo ewo 0553 391 729 0553 391 729 na wono endi enkomo Ostek Properties enso HSE eni no womo ede asase ya ne bo eda form na manso eni eho ebia ede aba adwamanso a unya bia ebetumi aboa ye papa isan se nensase eho ensem no ne ka no eya na kwakoye kana eye papa nenso Ostek Properties etese wono ensase a wode aba no unya 7000 Ghana cedis pa won bema wa asase ewo